the animals know we're getting closer to winter. It's probably gonna make them somewhere around like 4 years old or so, that alligator sitting there. And this is a little young guy. He's actually really active. You see how quickly he jumped towards it? So, American alligator is what we have. No crocodiles, and that is because it will get too cold later in the year. He's just black, kind of, and as more salt water comes in, up in a tree over here to your left. Probably a red-shouldered hawk, what it looks like. You know, as more salt water comes into the river, it kills off a lot of your trees. Got a little leech on them right there. So these guys, this is a skinny crab. That's why when you flip him over, you can kind of get him in the sun. You see how he's kind of clear looking, where you can. So he's got meat inside of him, but he doesn't really have all the fat and everything. And actually, with its wings fanned out, you see it up there. It's actually kind of drying off, is what it looks like. They'll kind of cock their wings over lines. Cattail grass on the shoreline. So there's a lot of different types of grasses that make up your freshwater marsh farther from the equator, so they absorb heat a lot better that way. Their snouts are different, so you got an alligator having a shorter, rounder snout. He'll bite me too. He'll poke my head out there. Oh, there you go. Like, I ain't doing that again. Side of that house. This is a little more, a little bit more modern looking, with, you know, some of your camps on the edge. That's your other state, probably, Marcus. There's a log right back in here, and there's a little gator following it back. You see it kind of going away from this back in there. There's a little like 3-footer in there. I'm gonna back up. He's if you're not from here, is, you know, like a flooded forest type of deal, and we get back in the swamp a little further on this little bayou, so you don't have a large amount of trees surviving on a year-to-year basis. Trees are protected. Cannot cut these things down whether they're on your property or not. So they can have one in your backyard and you're not allowed to cut it. They're kind of out of feeding mode now, so they just want to just sit back and get a little sun. Louisiana has, like, they estimate about 3 million alligators just in Louisiana. Hey, buddy! What you doing? He's got his one. He's having problems eating this thing. So raccoons, another reason they love living near water, they have a really small saliva gland. So what they'll do is wet their food before they eat it. You see how he's having problems getting it down? So I'm surprised he hasn't gone back down the water. That's why they dip their food down in the mud and down in water. They roll it around. They're cute when they're not flipping your trash can over. They're organized. I'm good. Nice. Hold on. Oh my God.
You can face them.
Oh. They adapt to literally any climate. They live down South Texas and Mexico where it's more desert, sort of. There's another one coming from way over there.
I didn't realize cake bag. You can't feed them marshmallows.
Yeah.
Get marshmallows every day.
Yeah, these guys. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I can make you float. He's like, all right, I don't have to do anything. Big feeding, and then they run off. You know, that's what they're gonna do. But then
Texas, or do they?
Europe mostly, and Russia. So they got tons of them.